It's late at night. You can't sleep. You look at the clock, it's 3 a.m., but you're still wide awake. You decide to listen to your favorite podcast and you reach blindly through the darkness for your iPod. Your fingers find it. Embracing the warmth, you know it still has battery. You put the earpods into your ear and flick to This American Life. But what is this? This is not your podcast. This is 3 dipshits talking about Dungeons & Dragons. In a panic you change. Stuff you should know, another classic. And again, the voices of the 3 dipshits ring through the silence. You blearily open your eyes, look at the screen, and stare in disbelief at the words in front of you. What is this? Hearthfire Tales? Well, it'll do in a pinch.
Welcome back to Hearthfire Tales. I'm Dylan, your DM.
No, we're not doing that one again. We've already done that intro.
Oh, shit. All right.
Welcome back to Hearthfire Tales. It's us. It is a nice Saturday. Although if you're listening to this, it's probably Sunday. But yeah, hello. Hi Ryan. Hi Jim.
Hello. How are you?
Yeah, let's step back into Lethwan, the world of might, magic, and I tried to practice this before we started, and I keep picking it up. Meteorological anomalies. That was actually pretty good. That was nice. Pardon me for your radio show. Yeah, let's do our usual roll off to see who does the recap.
Let's hit it with big game energy this time, yeah?
Is that rifles and stuff?
Game energy. Like, I'll be a rhino.
I got a 13.
I got an 8.
That's a real fucking wildebeest of a roll.
Oh, Spider-Man, I rolled a 13. I'm Rhino.
Rhino's rushing you, fucking troglodyte.
I couldn't remember.
I am Rhino. I like to go through the walls.
Okay, I rolled an 8, so look like it's me to do the
You have
recap.
to do it in Rhino.
I'm not doing. I can't do Russian accents. I just can't do it.
You just say
You
the phrase.
do it in Peter Parker's voice,
Yeah.
I don't know what.
but from Ireland.
It's just my own voice.
Yeah.
Okay, grand. I'll do that. Our heroes have. What's happened, guys?
No, if you're doing Peter Parker, you need to be more intelligent.
I can't roleplay someone who's more intelligent than me. It's very hard to do.
So, is this what you do? You roll low and then you pretend like you don't remember, so you make us give the backstory.
Damn it.
That's what he's doing. He's trying to bait it out of us. I'm not telling you.
Our band have been in Stone's Reach for, 3 days now. They arrived into, I think it's maybe the 3rd day that you're in Stone's Reach.
Well, we've been in Stone's Reach for 1 day, but we left the same day.
Sorry, yeah. Stone's Reach area.
And
we'll
we've
say.
had two nap
Yes.
times since.
You had 2 nap times?
One in Stone's
before-
Reach and one in
Oh, yeah. Cool.
one
Sure.
in
Took a short
the,
rest.
the Hill
Yeah.
Giant. Right.
Yeah, they have traveled up towards the village of the Hill Giants in search of Stormzy, the druid, at the behest of the Iron Council of Stone's Reach.
We never actually met
What?
those guys.
Was it?
Yeah. Well,
like, we're
I thought
working for
yeah,
them,
you-
but we've never
yeah.
met them. Like, kind of like when you
Spoilers.
get a new job
Spoilers.
and you just go straight to your department without reaching your boss.
yeah.
They're like, hey, where's the new guy? Oh, he's just processing. Over
Yeah.
there. Just we're here to do the work, not make friends.
Yeah,
Yeah.
pretty much. Yeah, you guys are actually.
Iron Council. That's cool.
Yeah, you guys are straight to business. I did tell you guys that was the Iron Council.
They were name dropped.
Yeah, I did name drop
Oh.
them. So you would be aware of it. Anyway, you'd gone up to the village of the Hill Giants. You'd fought your way past a nasty bear, dragon, scorpion chimera. You had met Monica, the Hill Giant, who brought you to his king, who we never actually named and never will. He'll just be known as.
No, I thought he was named after one of the NPC competitions.
No, that was
right?
Monica.
I thought he was as well.
No,
Okay.
we actually never named the king. You did a lot of squats. Conn got a nice new squat belt. You fought a mysterious icy fire creature in a cave, and then proceeded to run up the hill, barreling your way through a load of meteorological anomalies. I'm getting it. I'm
for
getting it.
two.
I'm getting it. I'm not going to go for 3 because I'll fuck it up.
Meteorological anomaly.
And have now just arrived, battered, weathered, and bruised to
Weathered is a great descriptor.
it really is, thank you. At a quite idyllic looking mountain lodge. You seem to be very much in like the heart of the storm. Like the weather is now completely clear, although if you now look back down into like the valley and the hills that you've like, you know, come up, you're seeing still kind of like the signs of all this weird weather patterns and stuff like that that are, you know, constantly in turmoil and changing. You really do you seem to be in like the heart of the storm. So yeah, you see this modest and quaint mountain lodge that looks as if it was like sung into existence, you know, made out of...
Does it have wind chimes?
Yeah, it's got loads of nice little wind chimes.
I can picture it.
It's using like a sheer mountainside as like the back wall of it, you know, so it's like kind of like built onto it, kind of, or as if trees have grown out and like almost like become a lodge, that kind of thing, you know.
Ruddy druidic.
It's very druidic.
I was watching.
What is very...
I drew the chimera.
It looks so dumb.
I like the one that got a scorpion head on.
I don't understand how to imagine things, so it just didn't cross my mind.
I also gave it chicken feet on the bottom.
Also, the
because
bear
fuck it.
looks kind of like a cat.
Hey, no,
For
that's
those
a bear.
of you who can't see Ryan's drawing, the scorpion head is basically like two eyes on the torso.
It's also
of the
got like a crab claw for some reason, which definitely wasn't a part of it.
I didn't want to draw him on my hand.
does?
No, it's a mitten.
Okay, yeah,
Yeah.
because it's a cat. So
No, it's just
mitten
being
kittens.
super Italian and it's doing this.
Okay,
That's
yeah.
all its fingers together.
Anyway, you find yourselves in this eye of the storm with this mountain lodge in front of you. What do you guys do?
Should I just yell it?
Yeah.
Wait, hold on, sorry, very quickly. Turn around. You don't often see something like this. Just breathe in for a minute. Breathe the majesty of the weather below you there.
Yeah, man.
It's kind of beautiful.
Real great.
It's-
Something that has tried to kill us like every step of the way.
Aye, but there's beauty in danger, lad.
I mean,
don't ever
we
forget
survived
that.
though, so I mean that's something.
Did we, Melody? Like, just barely. I mean, Fink's not doing well here.
I mean, okay, well, he's still going, so that's something.
Yeah, I mean, look, you know, I'm gonna take Fink and like pick him up and like put him on my shoulders and just be like, look, he's just gonna stick with me, all right? Like, I'm worried about him, and if you guys don't want to be, then that's fine.
We're not saying we're not worried about him. We're just being grateful that we all made it through. We're like, yeah, that was tough, but you're being
I mean, if Stormzy's the one that's doing this, like, I think I need to have a little bit of a word with him.
What are you going to say to him? How dare you protect your own home from invaders?
Do you think that's what he's doing?
I mean, it's a storm circling his cabin.
I mean,
I think.
well, it wasn't just a storm. There was other stuff too. So I don't know.
Aye, there was a bit there where it was wonderful weather in the
Yeah.
middle of it.
There was an
Should
earthquake.
we thank him for that?
Oh, yeah, cool. Thank him for almost killing Fink. Like, it really seems like you guys just don't even care about this.
No, we love
Hey,
it.
now hold on a second. We love Fink, but you're casting anger at a man who doesn't even know you exist. It's not like he targeted Fink. He doesn't even know Fink exists just
I
yet.
just don't know why we're doing this. Like, every step of the way, like, all we do is just put Fink straight in danger. Like, it wasn't like this back home. This isn't what I was expecting. Like, I thought I was going to be the one out putting myself in trouble, and now it's just Fink the whole way. Like, how many times now have you been down? How many times has Fink been down? You know?
Look, I'll admit, he's taken a bit of a beating. I respect how well he's weathered that, but maybe would you consider maybe letting him hold back a bit? Are you sending him in, or is he choosing to go in himself? You know?
I mean,
I know I've always
We're ju-
appreciated when he's got my back.
we're just using the techniques we trained in, you know? Like,
See, from what you've said to us, you're out here to study all of these things, and you know, I think it was always going to be dangerous. Like the world is not a safe place.
I know. And it's different in the books, all right? Like, I'm learning that. There's not enough focus on just how bad. I don't know who's writing the books. I mean, we write a lot of them, but, like, the information we're getting does not talk about how just bad it is for, like, the regular people. And, like, it's okay for me to take this on, but I don't know. I don't know if I feel okay bringing Fink into this.
Okay, well, I mean, let's go knock on... I'm assuming this is Stormzy's house. Let's go knock on his door and see what he's got to say for himself. Maybe he is responsible, and maybe we need to teach him a lesson, but, like...
Yeah. I mean, yeah, I just need to think. You guys go ahead. Like, I'll follow on.
Melody looks at Conn.
If you're absolutely sure.
Like, I mean, I'm going to go in with you, but, like, I'm just going to hang back, you know? Like, I just need to think about this.
That's fair. That's absolutely fair. Listen, before we go in, just so you know, you're not the only one who's ever felt this way. And it's normal. Like, this is what people feel when they see action for the first few times. Everybody thinks it's going to be all glory and honor and songs to be sung, but it's quite often much more ugly than that. So, do take your time and think about it. Like, maybe this isn't for you, Maybe this isn't what you want to do. Maybe this isn't the best way to catalog the world. I don't know.
I mean, it's fine for me, but it's not like, Fink follows me no matter what I do. Like, I'm happy with this. I'm loving it. But, you've seen me. I've been happy every step of it. But I don't know if I'm taking enough time to consider the fact that how much of a choice did he really get in this,
I mean, Fink always seems happy to jump into action. He's really adept at fighting alongside Conn, following your orders. Obviously, I don't know him like you do, but
I feel like if he's got enough wherewithal to follow those orders, he has enough wherewithal to understand them. Like, there have been times we've seen him refuse to fight. Like, the time he was in the horse feed. Like,
yeah.
He chose not to come out that time. It's not like you're forcing him into these situations.
I know. I don't know.
What if you gave him the choice? What if instead of saying, Fink, kill that thing, you say, Fink, would you like to kill that thing? I don't know how much he understands the language. I'm sorry, I don't mean to make light of this. I understand you're hurting about it.
Yeah, it's just... I mean, maybe once he gets some sleep, I'll sit and try and have a little chat with him or something. See what he's thinking. See how he's feeling.
Alright, well, like I said, take your time. Don't feel pressured to throw him into any more situations.
Yeah, I mean, we all love Fink. We don't want...
I mean, it's just like, if we were to put it into, like, fractional terms, if we were to put his entire health out of 27 points, just going up this mountain has left him at about only 4 of that, so...
I mean, that's kind of a weird way to phrase things, but I appreciate the mental picture that it creates.
So yeah, I don't know. Let's just keep going and
okay. Well, look, I mean, dude. No, I'm with you. Like, let's go see what Stormzy has to say for himself.
Yeah.
All right. I really do want to call him out. West fashion though, so can we do that?
I don't really know what that means, but sure.
That's what we do in West Lethon. A lot of people booby trap their doors, so you just call them out instead of walking in.
Sure.
I mean, that seems smart. I suppose.
Thanks. All right, so we stand.
You see, Melody takes out like a little little trumpet thing. Yeah. Hey, Stormzy! You
thought you fucking took it on me! Stormzy!
Okay, no. Okay, everyone all together. Stormzy! Come on.
Come on out, Stormzy. No, it's fine. Don't worry about it. It's fine. I'll get the next one. Go on.
There is no response or activity in the coming from the lodge.
All right. Well, we go east left one then. I want to try and kick the door in. No, wait. We'll go middle left one first. I want to open the door regularly and knock on it.
Wow, semi-normal decision from Conn. This is odd.
they're very measured in central left one.
Yeah, you walk up to the door. There's no locks or anything. It's a secluded cabin in the middle of the woods, seemingly protected by some sort of weird maelstrom of meter large. Fuck, I messed it up. Let's go to number to these. I really tried. You put your hand on the door. It kind of doesn't seem locked. You open it, swings open, nary a bother. Inside, you don't see anyone. You see a kind of modest inside. There are, you see on the kind of one desk, there's like a little alchemical kit where there seems to be like potions brewing. There's a lot of like herbs and supplies, and then the back wall, one like the side wall is completely covered with books. There's like a huge bookshelf, but there is no sign of a Goliath druid named Stormzy.
Sid is gonna carry, Fink on his shoulder still, and go over and start checking out the books. And it's gonna be like, hey buddy, like, let's find a book that like I can, read to you a bit and stuff like that. Like, and let's see what this guy has over here. Like, we'll find some nice books,
Give me an investigation check with advantage.
That is a 1.
Advantage.
Ooh, there we go. That is a 12.
Okay. So you're checking out the bookshelf. You kind of do a quick scan of anything kind of worthwhile that you think. A lot of the books are about nature. It seems to be like kind of like a lot of like studies, almost like encyclopedias type of stuff. I probably only missed about a quarter of the books there. A lot of the other books seem to be journals. They are like logs, like with dates and stuff from like, this date to this date, this date to this date. You see this incredibly well organized in a fashion that you recognize. This seems to be how books would be catalogued in town.
Okay. Whoa. This guy is cataloging the right way. Like, he's using our system for how you write the journals. Like, so all through life in town, right? All right, Conn?
All right.
Like, we are, from the time we can write, which we learn to write before we can speak. And...
What?
And
so you're just writing goo goo gagas?
No, like, I mean, they're not very good, things at that point, but that's how we learn to communicate first.
All right.
Like, there's like baby sign language and stuff like that. Like, we're giving a little quilt.
Sure.
But we journal everything. We document everything, like every day. Like, like I said, my mom had us even document our dreams. Not everybody does that.
To remind me how often you have that book out.
But that means we've got every person's life can be documented in their own home. You can go and you can read about that. And so we have a proper system for how we do that. It's even how our names.
How would you
evolve.
know whose book is? Is there a face on the front of it, or
no? So you may have noticed I've not like spoken my last name to you, the way you do. But like the way they do it in town is like our last name evolves using the ancient symbols that that Leth One used to use, and in that way, like as we add the extra characters, it changes the pronunciation of the word. So a person's name changes in that way. So like a family's house name would evolve from there.
What's your last name, Sid?
Well, I need to document it at the moment, but I mean, it's an old word. Like,
what's your last name, Sid?
So Sid takes out his big old book, and shows him this symbol that is kind of like shows a box with like a kind of arrow moving out from it, and then partially through it splits off into like a second arrow. And he's like, so this is actually pronounced as Miadamwu, and at the moment, and what it basically means is that, you know, I've come from this town of, you know, birth by the dreamer, and then have moved out and then found my own companion on my own path.
Sid Miadamwu.
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 Yeah.
Am I saying it right? Miadamwu.
I mean, that's what it is now.
Sid, that's
But,
really
like,
cool.
Yeah.
Like,
I don't know if
It's,
that's culturally appropriate for me to say that, but I think that's cool.
it is, and for the listeners at home, this is actually the way the old Babylonian archival system works with pictographs.
So nerdy from you, Ryan.
But yeah, like, you know, when we reach the end, like, you know, like it might get like the star symbol on it, which completely changes like the Amwu part to be more like an ud sound. Like, so it can change, like, depending on what someone does in their life, it can change the pronunciation entirely. So,
All right. Does this Stormzy have one of those names?
I mean,
You have looked. He doesn't. There doesn't seem to be
he doesn't have
those
that.
names.
No, he seems to be using our archival system, but does not. He's clearly not like a member, you know, of the Keepers.
All right. Yeah, I always thought their archival system was keeping the books on shelves, not on the floor. It's good to know there's a little more to it than that.
It would be very difficult to find things in the library. It was like that.
Uh-huh. Yeah, book humor.
Yeah, you do find you can identify the most recent journal, though, if you're still looking for something to read.
I am, yeah. So
Yeah, you take it out. You see that this is like kind of like the last 6 months. They seem to kind of be like 6 month blocks, you know. So you kind of pick out the ones for like, you know, basically this half of the year, you know. And you see kind of within that there's a lot of you know, notes about the weather and like tracking a lot of weather patterns in a very, very like scientific manner, in the exact same way that you would track, you know, like, oh, this monster moved like this, it had these kind of features, you know. It's that very kind of methodical scientific way of doing things. He seems to be very, very interested in weather patterns that are like, you know, appearing up here. And then he then, you know, that's kind of at the start, and then later on, you know, he begins writing, chronicling about these wild patterns that have started. And, you know, from like his writings, you see that they've been going for about 6 months now, or so. And then he is noted down that he's been trying to commune with nature through some sort of druidic ritual, which you're not really familiar with, but you're kind of just getting the gist of what it is through reading. He notes down that, you know, about 2 months ago, contact was made from Stone's Reach to come down and like try to reinvigorate their farmland and stuff. And he, you know, you see like he kind of like has a little like author's note to decide, be like, you know, not important right now, need to figure this out first. And so
yeah.
then
If he's using our archival system, is there anything in like the Keepers can't that like I see like the like hidden messaging?
give me another investigation check, I guess.
Okay. Well, that's a nat 20. So.
Okay. It's odd. You're not really sure why he might want to kind of hide this, but you see the name Zephira. Yeah, Zephyra. Kind of, it seems to be someone that he wants to ask questions of, like, you know, like Zafira responsible, or is Zafira answer? Is kind of, it's again in this kind of like very shorthand that he's maybe kind of just written down in kind of very shorthand. He's just used the this kind of hidden, not even like a language. It's almost like in those symbols, that same kind of like script. And you see that the name Zafira is written in symbols that would like signify wind and like storm. And you kind of read through, and then in the past you go, the last entry is a week ago, and it basically says in this kind of hidden notation, gone to speak with Zafira, only she can tell me what's going on. And again, you see that annotation is made against like an entry where he's again talking about this kind of again communal, commune with nature ritual that you're not really aware of, but it's slightly different. And you see again in that notation, there's also like a portal symbol.
Okay. Portal, as in like magical portal.
Yes.
Whoa, we got weird stuff.
I know.
So
Believe me, I know.
So if you see this person's name, what this means is this is somebody named Zafira, and he's wanting to go off and talk to them. That they're like the one that has the answers, and using like a magical like doorway.
Ah, all right, a magical doorway. Okay. Why don't you lay that out for Melody and Fink in a way that makes it more easy for them to understand what you're talking about?
Like interpretive dance?
I'd understand that. And the whole elective on it.
Yeah, sure, interpretive dance.
Okay, so Fink, you just sit here. Melody, don't stand too close to me. He's not doing well.
Sure.
Okay, so Sid dances in a way to put his arms in like a Z motion and like does long flowy hair. I don't know, Zafira sounds like a girl name. I don't know.
Zafira, I understand.
And then makes storm clouds like it's a storm, you know, like rain coming down. And then does like a little questioning face, like
Yes, questioning our place
rubbing
on this
the
earth.
beard, like
Yes,
and then
maturity.
and then points to his head like he's got an idea, and then like
Indeed.
points and then does the Z motion again.
We need a portal to Zafira, I understand.
Yeah.
That's exactly what I understood as well.
Yeah, it's magic door through me, but that makes perfect sense. It's a portal. All right. Do we need, can we open up? Do we have the capacity to open a portal amongst it? I know I can't.
You, again, with that nat 20, I'll just kind of say that you've kind of, it seemed that he was preparing for, maybe like
an unexpected journey.
No, it was very much an expected journey.
Going on an adventure.
He kind of been preparing to open this portal for a while. He seemed like whatever kind of ritual it takes requires a lot of power, a lot of preparation. It's not a simple, like, he has a key, taps something on a wall, and away he goes.
Biggity boy, open that door.
I fish for a turtle. Let's open the portal.
But yeah, I mean,
so those are the requirements: a fish and a turtle.
I think with a nat 20 as well, you really like digest that journal, and you kind of like, he's like making references to like other things in this one, like to like past logs and stuff like that. So you go kind of open up a few of them, going back through the years, and you see that there's a lot of talk about. You actually go back to like where he seemingly has like first set up this lodge. I think we got a nat 20 on this. Like, like, okay, I might as well just give you all this lore now that I plan on giving it another
The
time.
secrets of the earth.
You see that Stormzy has like noted down that he has chosen this location due to its resonance with the elemental plane of air. And like, you understand the words elemental plane of air, but not in a way of like, it's like the way we in the real world would understand like string theory. If you don't actually know string theory, like you're aware that it is a thing, but like it is so far, like in that one, like it is so beyond, like, you know, even like, you know, you're kind of like relaying this like melody is like that's the type of story that like legendary heroes are even like potentially traveling to other planes. Like it's
Conn's ears perk up with the words legendary heroes do this.
Like, I mean, it is so far beyond what is considered a normal or everyday thing. And like, to kind of table talk this a little bit, you know, unlike other kind of D&D worlds where this kind of like interplanar travel is somewhat normal, this would be very, very unheard of in F1, you know? But yeah, you kind of, with that, you know, understand that there's maybe some sort of like particular point nearby that a portal could be opened through, because you're kind of just like basically like furiously, it's taking you a while. Like, it's probably taking you like maybe good 45 minutes to an hour of just cross-checking things, but you get the feeling that there's maybe, you know, there's not maybe a portal right here, but there's maybe a portal somewhere in this kind of general vicinity that might be where he has gone through.
All right, well, look.
So after reading this, I think that where Vecna has killed his victims is where the portals have opened.
That explains Mr. Fichter floating in the air with 4 broken limbs. All right. Thank God we were able to put John the Fisherman in his ears before it got worse. Listen, that's all well and good, and it sounds like you've fathomed out the means, but we're still not sure of the end. Do any of these books, like, you understand the system, do any of them actually lay out who Zafira actually is, or?
No, it's all just saying, like, she's the one that will have the answers. And, like, he has, like, so you can see here he's worn out a few bracelets that say WWZD. What would Zafira do?
You've seen a couple of them, like, there is almost like little love hearts around like Zafira and stuff like that.
Oh, he also keeps writing
like
her
the
with
A's
his
and love
surname.
I
hearts and
see
stuff.
it here, like, yeah, it's got like SLZ in a love heart. Like,
Yeah,
is that Stormzy loves Zafira, or?
that's what it seems to be.
All right, well, now we know.
Seems like a gross misuse of like the, you know, town pictograph system too.
Listen, it's become clear we just have to find what's it, Zafira? Stormfira? Will that be the couple name we're going to use here? Stormfira?
Yeah, I like that.
Or Stuffira?
It's better than Zemzi.
Zemzi is pretty good too, actually.
Yeah, actually, as I said that, I liked it better out loud.
Zermzy.
Zermzy.
Alright, we gotta find Zermzy. Couple names are always better with a Y at the end, anyway.
Yeah.
Alright, we gotta find the Zermzy, and then we can, you know, hopefully get what we need. Which is, to refresh my memory, we're trying to get him down to Storm's Reach to fix the crops, right?
Aaron had asked you, I don't think you'd really gotten the details from him.
Kind of just bulled out of there real quick.
You guys just were like, yeah, fuck it, we're here for adventure. Let's go. You just know that the Iron Circle had reached out to Stormzy to help them with something, and then through kind of looking through his notes, you have seen that there is he has made reference that, like, you know, that they want, like, not even just crops, like the land in general to be revitalized. Give me an intelligence check, Conn.
You know my weakness.
Yeah.
That's a 3 on the dice, so that is 2.
Yeah, you can't fathom any further reason.
I forgot why we're here. Shit. Yeah, Conn's gonna play it off like he's not losing his ability to remember things.
Conn's taking
he's
too many
gonna-
blows to the head.
Yeah. I've had the old bell rung so many times. But I can't remember any of the time. Alright, well look. What next? Are there any maps? Why am I Jim saying this? Is there any maps I can see around the lodge where he might have isolated this spot?
No.
Okay. Is there any food? I'm hungry.
There is some food. Like again, there's like he has like lots of like different berries and like herbalism. You're not quite sure if that's food or if that's like for study or potions
Components,
or
yeah.
So it could be. You have a look around. There is some like bread and stuff like that, but it is somewhat stale. Give me.
That was my next thing I was going to see. If there was any evidence as to how long it's been gone. Can I give you a...
Well, you know that the last entry
was
a week ago, and there is an entry every single day.
Oh, I didn't pick him. Okay, grand. So safe to say he's been gone a week.
Yes, so you see that like there is food, but it's like some of it's starting to go off. Just like there's like breads and stuff that he's made, but it is like it's gone stale, like starting to mold and stuff like that.
Okay. All right. So, what do we think the plan is? Do we want to try and find where he may have opened this portal, or do we want to suss out how he opened this portal?
Yeah.
Or do we want to just report back to Stone's Reach that Stormzy Dungon left the plane?
Before we go open any portals or anything, like, Conn, I think it's kind of important that we just kind of chill for a second, gather our bearings, get Fink healed up. Like, that's what's important to me. I just want to, we've made it up here. It's been a really long day. Like, can we just...
It is probably like evening time. There's like it took you guys like 6-7 hours to travel up through that like maelstrom.
The elemental plane's not going anywhere.
Unless we're in a lot more trouble than we thought we were. Look, that sounds good to me, and being honest, I could use a rest as well, so I guess, yeah, Conn's gonna go outside, sit on a rock, and just look at the weather below, because he fucking loves that stuff.
Okay.
Like, he's just gonna sit and watch like all the storms swirling below and
give
shit.
me a perception check.
Trying to relax, not perceive. Fucking 20, not that.
You go have a look. You kind of walk back down to where you kind of like the path that you walked up, and you originally turned around and had a look, and you're like, this is nice. I think there's a better vantage point I could guess. And so you go and start like climbing up and like looking around, and you see you have a look around. There's like this kind of small path kind of leads up the mountain a little bit more, and you see that's kind of like overlooking where his cabin is, but it is like kind of like a nice, it's like unexpected like green area, and you see that you're like, it's really nice to get a perfect view of like all the wild weather that's going there, and in the corner of your eye you see that in like the center of this like green patch is just like wibbly wobbly.
Wibbly wobbly.
Yeah,
Wibbly
it's like the
wobbly.
air is just like
I always do
super
this.
distorted and like just like constantly in flux.
Alright, well, I think Conn has enough of a brain on his head to be like,
Yeah.
Alright, this is a fucking portal then. He's going to choose to not tell Sid about that. He's going to let Sid have his moment. Conn's going to take his minute too and just sit and watch the storms. And then, after enough time has passed, he's going to go down and let the guys know he's found it. But he's going to give Sid the time he needs to do whatever. Conn's just going to absolutely old man on a rock
Nice.
it hard for a few hours.
So are you guys then, are you going to take a short rest or a long rest, sleep the night here before you deal with anything, or what's the
I think so.
Yeah, I would like to long rest.
Tired.
I'm kind of out of hit dice to use.
Yeah,
for
you guys
Fink.
really took a
I'm-
beating. Yeah, you guys.
I'd like to just clarify Dylan's last statement to the listeners. We delivered a beating at a cost, but we were on the other side of the beating, just so everyone.
There were multiple beatings on all sides.
Yeah.
Just some guys here recording, beating each other.
Yeah.
What?
Beating the meat.
What? Beating the
meteorological anomalies.
Yes. 3 out of 4.
All right.
Yeah, you guys rest up for the night. And for all of our listeners at home, with this long rest means that our party is going to level up to level 5.
Hey! Finally!
Yeah,
I'm so excited.
I told them like God a while ago, like, hey, just prepare like a level 5 sheet, and
I
you
was
will.
like back at the fucking Battle of the Bands.
I wasn't that far away, but yeah. So I think there's a good time for you guys. You guys have been through a lot of
Sleeping montage.
a lot of tough encounters over the past like couple of days. So I think now is a good point to have you guys level up. So maybe let's kind of go through what that means for you guys. What cool things have you got?
Do you want to go first? Will I go first? Who talks first?
I'm happy to go first. So Sid and Fink are, sitting in there, and Sid's pretty worried about, Fink and stuff like that, and reading him, encyclopedia entries of food, as they typically do when Fink wants to relax, after sleeping for a bit, Fink nudges Sid, 'cause Fink has heard Sid, he's been on his shoulders the whole time, he's been upset, and starts nudging him, and Sid wakes up kind of drearily, and Fink starts hopping around a bit, trying to get his attention, and starts showing him that he's completely fine, he's healed up, and kind of dances around and starts jumping a lot to show that he's actually gained quite a bit of muscle.
Okay.
He can do quick attack. he's actually gotten quite a bit stronger, and he shows him where he had those bad gashes in him. Like, fur hasn't grown back.
Okay.
But he's got this real thick skin there through this. And during this level up, Fink's AC goes from a 13 to a 17.
That is
Would you like to know how?
Yeah, because that seems like wrong.
I want Fink's level up, please.
So in Unearthed Arcana, it turns out that from the beginning, I should have been adding my proficiency to his AC.
So you're an idiot.
I'm actually an idiot. It should have been a 16 this entire time. 15, because I did an ability score improvement for him. So now his dex is up, and then my proficiency is also a plus.
Nice.
Also should have been adding, and he shows that his jaws are all nice, but just like starts really showing Sid that, like, look, like, I've got this, he also, I should have been adding the proficiency to his damage as well. So
okay, so Fink actually really leveled up.
He really leveled up. So
Sid comes out of the cabin with his pet rhino.
So now instead of a 13 AC, it's a 17 AC.
Wow.
And instead of a 2d4 plus 2, it's 2d4 plus 6.
That is a huge increase.
That is a huge increase. So we may take a brief pause as Dylan changes encounters to...
that means I can just fully go for Fink now and be fine.
Yeah. Sid has been spending the night. This whole time he's been doing a lot of ranger stuff, like, in this entire adventure. And
Ranger
has
bullshit, not just stuff.
ranger bullshit. But along with the ability, and so he's actually has taken a level in ranger, because the most important thing to him right now is keeping everybody safe and, like, taking out damage before it can really hurt Fink, and really feeling like he needs to protect his party better. And I'm taking the sharpshooter feat.
Oh, very nice.
GG, good campaign.
Yeah, sharpshooter's busted, but it's good. Like,
Yeah.
And I think I've said this before as well. Like, I'm more than happy for you guys to be overpowered. It's why I'm giving you guys max HP at every level up, because
That's great.
you're only a party of 2, and I want the battles to. I don't want to have to hold back on things, so that's kind of just like a balancing part on mine. But yeah, nice. Okay, so Fink gets sharpshooter, or Fink gets Fink just shoots like teeth out of people.
Teeth or acid.
Cool. That's probably all you get then. Level 4 is just an ability to score feat. That's nice.
Yeah.
And then Jim, what about you? What has Conn got?
Right. So, flavor first.
Of course.
So
Bring the
Conn
flavor.
is bring flavor.
Come on, Guy Fieri.
Bring the noise.
Bring us the flavor 10.
This is Conn salt baying experience points on himself, bouncing it off his shoulder here. No, so Conn is up on the rock, looking down over the storm, and he kind of gets a little bit lost in like the way that the clouds are like whipping around and rolling and all this kind of stuff. And he starts thinking about like back to a battle, and he sees a cloud kind of roll in on itself, and he's like, "Oh, it almost looks how Dikairos used to, pull off that move. I saw him do a few times in the gap and all this kind of stuff." And he's thinking back over all his old, martial friends, and he gets lost a bit in the old battles he fought and stuff. So, like, him reflecting on all that and on all the kind of the moves his mentor would have taught him and stuff, he's like, he never really did teach me how to pull that one off. Like, he beat that guy in a duel with it once, and like now that Conn's got all this experience fighting and stuff, he thinks like, oh, maybe I understand how he did that now, stuff like that. So he's just going to totally reflect on like all the martial stuff that he didn't really get a chance to learn under Dikairos ages and ages and ages and ages ago. But so functionally that is Conn taking another level in fighter and speccing into battle master. So
Nice.
Because before this he had the martial initiate,
Martial Adept.
adept feat, the one that gives him 2 battle master points. So as you know, he'll be a bad man for a riposte.
Yeah.
But now he can actually do a lot more. So he's a lot more toolboxy, a lot more utility, because I want him to be more of a tank. So Conn now has plenty of new little combat moves. He's got brace, he's got disarming attack, he's got distracting strike as well. So more basically he's just drilling katas in his head and coming to an understanding.
Nice.
But it also means that I can now do a lot more damage, because the feat gives me a d6 as the superiority dice, but now I have
Yes.
I have the superiority dice as a d8 now, and now I have 5 of them.
Nice.
So
Right.
get ready for a lot more physical violence, I guess.
Yeah. Great stuff. Okay, cool.
Quick question.
Yeah?
We did just go to
You
sleep.
did.
Well, Conn tranced, but it was a good trance.
Okay, sure.
To trance, perchance to dream. Okay.
What?
Someone out there will get
Okay.
it, and they'll tag us on Twitter and be like, I got it. Did we get nightmares? We usually have nightmares when we dream.
You strangely don't.
Well, actually, Conn has never.
Conn has never had nightmares. Sorry, yes.
We're just a bad traveler. Conn,
Sid's just having a fucking rough time.
Yeah. No, strangely enough, for the past 2 nights where you have,
Last night I had like
yeah, he had a bad one
Yeah.
last night.
and you had one the night before. We've had them each night that we've had you roll for it. You no rolls required tonight. You don't need to roll.
he forgot to write one, Jim.
Yeah, that's what it is. It's not at all that we're like in the peaceful eye of a magical storm or anything. It's definitely the fact that
I will let you theorize as to why.
Don't have to theorize. I just said how it is.
But no, you wake up rested. Fink wakes up incredibly powerful.
Fink bench presses himself awake.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ, that all those hits.
Yeah, it actually should have been so much better.
Yeah.
All this emotional turmoil because of a slight calculation error.
I really thought that was going to be like a side thing for my character this entire campaign, and now
I mean,
Dylan's all right. Dylan's like, okay, roll initiative. The rat gets kicked right off the bat.
just everyone kicks the rat. I mean, a lot of like that running up the hill encounter was very much a lot of save or take damage, which they see wouldn't have done a lot against and stuff. So
he's still got low health. I
yeah,
suppose.
he does.
Yeah.
He gets a bit more now from his level up, but still not too much.
Yeah, he's like a forged glass cannon.
Yes, it's like a tempered glass cannon.
That's the word I was looking for. Yeah, thank you. Do you know what I learned about this week?
What?
Prince Albert drops. Is that what they're called? Prince William's drops? I don't know what they
I
are.
hope it's
Prince
One of them-
Albert is not okay to talk
Okay.
about.
Yeah, well, I know that's piercing on the penile region.
Yeah.
I think it's a Prince
Okay, we're just
William
talking-
drop is the name of it, but it's a bit of glass. If you drop some molten glass into water, right? And this is interesting. So you all go and learn today. You drop some glass into water, some molten glass, and it cools in such a way that it looks a bit like a tadpole, and the top of that is unbreakable, like actually unbreakable. But if you touch the tail, if you even like brush against it, it explodes. The whole thing just explodes. And the science behind it is really interesting. I won't go into it now.
Interesting.
Cool. So
you go.
Google Prince Albert.
No, don't Google it.
Tip
Go
of
to
Prince Albert.
go to your local piercer and ask them about it.
I won't unbreakable, but when you touch my bottom, I will explode.
Oh, glad I brought it up. And now you all know. Now you all know. I think it's Prince.
Okay. Nice restful sleep. No nightmares. Everyone is stronger. You wake up.
More learned.
Yeah, so Conn and Melody would probably be surprised too, just to see this, like, you know, Fink was fine and trying to show everybody and really trying to show Sid, like, man, I got this.
Okay, yeah. Fink just runs up, like, goes to, like, sees, like, Storm, sees bed in the corner, and just fully just, like rips off the leg of it with his teeth. Yeah. What do you do?
Well, I guess, having rested and everything, the temptation to poke my head. I'm going to do it. I'm going to poke my head through the portal. Maybe. No, I should get the others. Oh, damn. What do I do? I'm going to get the
This
others.
is in character and out of character.
Yeah. This is one of those rare moments where Conn and Jim are aligned in indecision. I might let a dice decide what I do here. Hold on.
Oh, God. This is like the beehive.
3. Conn is going to pop his... First, he's going to get a stick and poke it through the wibbly wobbly.
Oh, no.
Much as Sid is like, oh, I don't want to bring Fink into trouble. Conn is like, maybe this is too dangerous to bring
Make
a literal child into. He's trying to suss it out.
Make a strength saving throw.
No problem to fucking Mondo Nukon.
Yeah, 21 strength from that belt.
I knew I should never give him that belt.
18. Get that back!
You do feel that there is some sort of force pulling the stick, but you are able to wrench it out.
Do I notice anything about the end of the stick? It's just the same stick.
Is it colder?
No.
Is it wet?
No.
All right. Well, throw the stick through as hard as I can.
Goes through.
Okay, nice. Yeah, fucking shouldn't have messed with me. All right. I suppose. Seems dangerous. Definitely not going to try it with any part of me that's attached. So I'm going to go down and tell the guys. So I make my way down the hill.
Mm-hmm.
I run down the hill.
Ask them to
Over
stop
the cabin.
your places.
Exit, thank you. Yeah, I go down to the lodge. I knock on the door. We all decent?
No.
I mean,
We'll get dressed. Get dressed.
You're not dressed, but I'm not decent.
Oh, Jesus. Okay, well, I'm glad you're dwelling on pedantics. Jesus. Fink, how much do you bench? How much do you bench? Jesus, Fink, how much do you bench, bro?
Yeah, I guess the mutant part of the mutant rat is really coming in here today.
You've got fucking traps for days. Anyway, is this what they talk about when they say a rat trap?
God.
Anyway, listen, lads. I was feeling pensive and I wanted to look at the storm, so I went up above, and I think I don't think we have to worry about opening the portal, because it's literally right there. It's just there.
Whoa! You found a portal?
Conn considers lying and saying he opened it, but doesn't. He's like, yeah, he just he must have forgot to turn it off, or I guess he's got to come back through it, so he left it open or whatever. But it's right there. It looks, if I had to think, it looks a bit like a wibbly wobbly.
Did you put a stick in it?
First thing.
Oh, nice.
First thing I did. Yeah.
What was it like when it came out?
Wasn't wet. Wasn't cold.
What?
Weird, right?
They're always talking about putting sticks and portals in the song. So yeah, good first move, Conn.
Yeah, thanks. It's the first thing they teach you in the military.
That's what you
Come
do.
across a portal, put a stick in it. Yeah, that's it.
Okay, so
should we go and
let's go
check it out?
look at it.
All right. Well, here's what I think, right? Because when I did put the stick through, there was a fair bit of force. So I think we should rope up and one of us go through first.
Why don't we just keep putting stuff in the portal?
I ran out of sticks.
We got this bed here and stuff.
maybe that's not. Fink's already bitten the bed in half almost. That's not.
Yeah, could you imagine Storms? He comes back to the other side of the portal.
Yeah, we're just fucking-
all his house just pushed through it.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Well, maybe we could throw a mattress through in case it's a rough landing on the other side.
Yeah, what if we fall? That way we can land on it.
All right, we'll bring the mattress then.
I saw
bring a couple of pillows.
I read this book recently about some teenagers that did that. They were going through a portal, and after they put a stick through it...
Hey, enough Stranger Things references.
I thought we were being clever, but it's just Stranger Things. Fuck the mattress, come on. Conn's his own man. Yeah, I'm going to lead them up to where the wibbly wobbly is.
You all see this wibbly wobbly portal.
I stand there and I see, look. Wibbly wobbly.
Whoa, it's a wacky, wavy, windy, flailing portal, man.
Aye, that's exactly what it is.
App description, yeah?
Yeah, let's put a rope on us.
All right, who's going through?
Well, look, I'll check it out,
All right, because I can pull you back. I know you don't weigh much more than a stick, so it shouldn't be hard for me to pull you back. Maybe, would you mind if Fink stayed here? Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I think that's a good idea because he's strong now, like me. He can help me pull.
Yeah. Yeah,
right.
Cool.
Okay, I tie a rope around Sid. Can I use soldier knots so I know they're not going to come
Sure.
apart?
Yeah. Yeah, no role necessary. You know how to tie a good strong knot. Sid, you...
No one lives forever, bros! I just cannonball through that shit.
I turn to Melody and I'm like, that's weird because, I know elves who have lived basically forever, but I mean, what the rope? I grab the rope at the end of the rope as it's about to go through.
Yeah, you grab the rope. You see Sid goes through the portal, disappears from sight.
I hope this is one of those portals where a minute here is 15 years over there.
Sid, you enter this portal. You find yourself in deep darkness. You wave your hand in front of your face, and you can barely see it. There's some faint light. And it's coming from around the edges of wherever this place is that you found yourself in, some sort of faint luminescence. But other than that, you can't see shit. What do you do?
Ryan checking what ranger bullshit can help here.
Well, I was looking to see if I had, anything that can light a fire.
You probably do.
I think most of the kits,
yeah,
the starter kits
it's an
have,
herbalism kit.
It would be weird if you didn't have something to have.
I just traded out my herbalism kit from some of my adventuring.
a ranger's definitely gonna have flint.
Sure,
that's what I was. I mean, that's what I was thinking, but I was I didn't write it down.
No, I mean, it's fine. Yeah, you definitely have something.
Okay, I pull out my handy dandy ranger pack.
Yeah,
that I'm writing
Take
down
out
right
my
now.
34,000 lumen torch.
Yeah.
It's tough to like light it in the dark. You're like fumbling around first.
What I do first is I take out some of the leaves I've collected over time. Collected. Because being in somewhere this dark and everything, I'm not just going to light a full torch right away. So I just want to light some of those to just give very dim light. They also smell good.
Sure. While you're doing that, you're taking maybe like 5 minutes to try like, get your pack open, do all that. As you notice that the rope is broken.
Oh, good.
Conn, what do you do?
Melody, he's been in there a while. I'm gonna pull him back out. I mean, he was just seeing what's on the other side. I pull the rope.
Back. Give me a strength saving throw, actually. Actually, no, you're fully connected to it. A bit of neatly cut rope comes back.
Fuck.
What's Fink gonna do about it?
What is Fink gonna do about this?
Am I allowed to say?
On this.
Fink would charge right into the portal.
Charges right into the portal.
Can I grab Fink before he does that?
Give me a deck saving throw, I guess. I'm going to say, give me a athletics check for Fink to see how kind of quickly he charges.
Can I do acrobatics?
Sure, yeah, he can be a scramble boy.
I got a 19 on dex.
16 on the end.
So you managed to grab him just before he dives in.
I grab him. Oh god, he's so slimy. Hold on, Fink, hold on. What do you think he'd want you to do? I don't know if he understands me, Melody, but like, he didn't want the rat going into danger, so I'm not going to let the rat just jump
Fink
into
is
danger.
thrashing at you.
Calm down. I don't know how to calm this bloody rat.
Oh, I don't know either. I can give you a hand. And they also try to basically like hold him down.
Melody, I'm gonna have to go and get him. I'd say hold the rope, but we know that won't work. I pass Fink to Melody and dive through the portal.
Give me an athletics check for Fink. And Melody's gonna try and hold on. Oh, no,
Got another 16.
There, 18 turns to 17. You managed to just about proper bear hook, But then Conn flies through, or not flies through, but like jumps through, dives through, and I think Melody kind of waits a minute or two, kind of expecting that if anyone can bring Sit back, it's probably Conn. Should be able to do it quite quickly. What are you guys doing in here? Do you come through? Yeah. I can tell he's in there. You hear him. You don't see it. At this moment you.
No, I get out and I'm like, Sid! I'm yelling Sid.
Yeah. Okay, I'm going to turn around and be like, whoa! You've come through the portal. Is your name Conn Greystone?
I knew it was a time portal.
You must have known my great-grandfather.
Oh, it's so much worse than I thought.
It's been in our family to come to this portal twice a year.
Oh, fuck, the rat's probably...
Is the rat real? Our great-grandfather told us stories.
Oh no, this is the worst thing I've ever done. I gotta get back out through the portal.
Conn, before you go, I have wisdom to pass to you.
No, Conn's in it now. He's like, well, hold on now. If time passes, am I going to pass myself on the way out? If my head came through first and it's only a second here, am I going to be able to grab my own foot on the other side? What are the physical ramifications of this? Conn drives back through the portal.
You dive through the portal. As you do that, just after you see Melody and Fink dive through. And as you're making all this ruckus, you hear another voice coming from have you gotten your torch? Or any sort of light source?
Well, I was lighting the light, dim light source.
You kind of...
Just to make sure there weren't... you see in those movies and stuff where they light it and there's a billion creatures everywhere,
The eyes light up.
Yeah, there is. And I'm a ranger, so I would a little bit know.
You hear a kind of a weak, raspy, croaky voice coming from just down the way. And as you light up this torch, you realize you're in like a cavern or like a cave kind of tunnel. And you're hearing shouting coming from down there. Give me a perception check. Melody and Fink will give 2.
Oh, yeah. Fink is a good one to do this.
Okay, Melody.
24 for Sid.
Wow.
24 for Fink.
Okay, and Melody got like a 19, so everyone is very perceptive.
Very perceptive.
It's not like you have anything else in that world to focus on.
Yeah, it's
Yeah, true.
yeah, it is. Other than that, deathly silent.
Other than my own laughter.
Other than your own laughter is deathly silent in here. You hear this kind of like deep voice being like, "Hey, someone there, someone there."
Hey, bro. Yeah.
Look, man, don't know who you are, or what he is, bruv, but help me out, yeah.
Yeah, where are you? I've got a little bit of light here.
Come down, follow my voice.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna actually take out the torch then. at this
You
point, so.
light up the torch.
I didn't see anything other than just caverny, right?
No, if you only have like a small little flame, you can't. You can make out that you're in a cavern. Like it's maybe like 10 foot wide. It's not so much a cavern as like a tunnel.
Did you hear that? He said that Sid gets to make out in the cavern.
Good
okay.
episode.
You walk down a little while, maybe 100 feet or so. You and your torchlight is, shedding light like 30, 40 feet ahead of you. And as you get down, you see on the ground there is a very ornate staff. And then, like, half in the wall, almost as if it's like melded into the walls, you see what you had Stormzy described as.
Whoa!
He is like 10 foot tall. He's a Goliath with like a beard coming from just his chin. He's got like, dark black skin, and he's wearing like a circlet that's like carved from wood, and like that looks like a load of like thunderbolts together, around. It's like, oh man, bruv, yeah. Like, if we could just get my staff back, I'll get myself out of this, but that'd be wicked,
So
yeah?
are we like standing on your flesh?
No, bruv, I'm actually, look, okay, first off, name's Stormzy. Who are you?
Hey, I'm Sid.
Sup, Sid?
Oh, you're Stormzy.
Yeah,
Dude, hey, you right in the ways of town.
Oh, yeah, look, I'm absolutely fine to talk more about this. I've been here for like 6 days or something, bruv. I'm real hungry.
Whoa.
Yeah, I'm actually like, honestly, close to death. If I could just get my staff back, I can get myself out of this, but like...
Yeah, Sid picks up the staff. He's like, do you want me to try and cast the spell?
No, bruv. Leave it to the professionals, yeah?
Okay, yeah. And I'll just...
You see, like
staff
he's
in
like
his-
one hand kind of free. He's like, just say it's kind of like, turn around, you see he casts like a mold earth cantrip, and he kind of just manages to like come out of his like, oh, and he like instantly like casts another spell, creates like a handful of good berries, and he's like, oh, man,
Dude, don't eat more than one. Whoa.
really need this, bro. And he just like, he only eats one, like, oh, do you want one? And you see like Melody think like, oh, who are you, bruvs there?
Yeah, this is Melody.
Oh, what's up?
I think I terrified my other friend, and this is Fink. So like, Fink's my companion, bro. He's from town too.
Oh, from town, is it?
Yeah,
Wicked.
like you even know towns can't and stuff. Like,
Oh yeah, man. I did little studies in town. They're kind of like exchange program sort of thing, isn't it?
oh yeah, you were part of the exchange
Yeah,
program.
yeah,
Nice.
man.
Yeah. When did you do that? Like, how many?
Oh, man, I would say for like 10 years. Probably I left about like 20 years ago, something. 18, 20 years ago.
Nice. You were maybe studying at the same time as like my mom.
Oh, who's your and like he kind of looks at you, he's like, kind of look like Ashton. Is that your mom?
Yeah.
That's wicked.
Yeah, you're nice. You know
Yeah.
her, dude. Yeah.
She was cool. She loved dreams and stuff.
Kick this guy in the balls.
But he's like 10 feet tall. I don't think I'm half Goliath. Wait, that's making me laugh a lot. It's like, yeah, so you were like friends with her?
Yeah, she was cool.
Yeah, sweet, dude. Like, what did you study?
What I study? Oh
Yeah.
man, like I told into the wedding stuff, yeah? Or like
What?
the weather.
Oh, yeah, that makes
Yeah,
sense.
kind
I
of
guess.
like in the name, yeah.
Yeah. So why did you leave town then?
I mean, it was
Just the exchange program was done?
Was there, kind of, went done my stuff, then kind of was like, oh yeah, gonna go travel
Sick.
the world.
Did you happen to know who she was dating at the time?
And he looks like real. He like tries to like focus real. Like, oh, it's been ages since I kind of thought about that. It's weird, bro. My memory's kind of fuzzy on that one.
Interesting. Yeah, I mean, you seem cool, and I don't seem like I'm half Goliath, so cool.
You think I'm? No. Me and Ash never had a thing, man.
Oh,
Yeah.
cool. See, because I gotta find this guy because he kind of like abandoned me and my mom, so I'm gonna kick him in the balls.
Look, damn straight, yeah. That is,
Yeah, cool. Well, let's try and work on that memory. Maybe once you get those good berries in your tummy, maybe it'll help out.
yeah. He looks real, like he's like
Concerned.
It's like not as weird, bro, because I don't remember your mom talking to anyone.
Oh.
In my head, I think I knew she was dating, but like, can't think of a man. Yeah.
Weird. Yeah, that's weird, man. No, that's all right. I mean, I'm not surprised that he's not a very memorable dude, so like,
I mean,
that's cool.
yeah.
But anyway, more important things. Why are you in a wall?
Well, first off, hey, Conn, give me a Constitution saving throw.
16.
Okay, we'll get to that in a second. Well, I mean, yeah, kind of a funny story, yeah. Wait, hang on. How'd you know I know all this stuff about Tan? Have you been?
We were, I kind of look over at Melody and like eyes get big as I realize what I'm about to have to say, and I go, now this is gonna sound bad, but so let me finish, okay?
Right.
We were in your house.
Okay, kind of rude.
But we weren't like doing it as criminals. We were sent
All right, I mean, like
by.
usually you don't have to say you are a criminal. Yeah, it's not really kind of makes you sound a bit suspicious. Yeah.
I know, but like,
Yeah, if you preface something with, I'm not a criminal. That
were
makes me think you might be a criminal.
we were actually sent to try and help you, and we may be like three little, like, where are we? What's her name? The three little bears. What was the girl's name? We kind of Goldilocks your house a bit and read all your books.
Okay. I mean, kind of seems like a real invasion of privacy there, bruv. But I mean,
We were just trying to find where you went.
no. Look, I appreciate. I guess. Okay. Well,
Look, we'll get you a new bed,
the
okay?
fact that the portal's still open. That's good. Yeah. As I said, I've been here like 6 days. Honestly, not great. Actually, the portal's meant to actually bring us to a bit of air, but
Yeah, there's not a lot of air here. I was kind of surprised
Yeah,
that the
no,
elemental
um,
airplane is.
something's weird happened. Yeah. I went through, and it's like brought me to like plain of water. Yeah. Absolutely got soaked through. Hated that. It was no good. Got myself through there. Found the portal again. Went to here. It was like, all right, go talk to, some of the elemental lords, see if they know what's up. Yeah.
Yeah. So wait, if you go back through the portal, you go to a different place?
That seems to be what's happening.
Oh, guys.
Conn, you find yourself on like the slopes of a volcano. There is like acrid ash and immense heat everywhere. You are like struggling to kind of stay upright with like this like just terrible air and the immense heat, and it's just like taking such a toll on you. You're fine for now, but like like the longer you stay here, the worse it's going to get. What does Conn do?
Alright, this definitely isn't where I jump in. I look around and see, can I see any sign of civilization?
Sure.
It's 6.
It's like, you know, on like really hot days, there's like heat haze and stuff that like makes things hard to see. It's like that mixed with like ash and smoke. You don't see anything.
All right. Back through the portal then, I guess. Before I, vomit from like the sheer oppressive heat, he's gonna dive back into the portal again.
Okay, let's go back to Sid.
You're staring at me hard.
Guys, we gotta go to the portal real quick. We need to get back through there because
What's wrong, bro?
well, Conn jumped through and then jumped back to try and get you guys.
Like,
not because
just randomly jump ahead first two portals that you don't understand. As like a basic thing. Is that it, bro? I mean,
I kind of maybe in the dark convinced him that like 300 years had passed and that
he pisses himself laughing. Right, Bob. I appreciate the the practical Joker element of this thing, bro. But I mean, like, that's not cool, yeah.
I mean,
he just like makes off towards where the portal's like. I mean, right? If what's happening is kind of like what like all like the books have said, yeah, bro. I think the next one should be fire. He's got to get through the plane of fire, and then should be air. Don't really like hanging around the plane of fire. They don't really like me too much, but I do feel like there's something we should get there. So hopefully he hasn't been too hasty and is still there.
So wait, so we jump through the plane of fire, and then we go to the plane of air,
Yeah.
right? So if he's jumped through the next one, we can convince him that he's died and gone to hell and then gone to heaven.
Look, bro, if this is the type of thing you want to do and like emotionally traumatize your mates, like whatever.
I mean, just follow my lead, all right?
Sure. Look, I'm kind of look. Do you want to go? Someone is supposed to meet in the plane of air, yeah.
Yeah.
But look, and like as like you're like walking back towards it, he's like, look, I'll give you the full spiel, yeah. But basically, I've got, and he kind of shows you. He has like this. He just pulls out like just a pure droplet of water. Like it's not even in a container or anything. It's just like a droplet of water that he has. Like, got this from plane of water, yeah. And then he takes out like very small, like perfect dime. He's like, this from a plane of earth. Yo, got to get something from the plane of fire now as well, yeah. Get something from the plane of air, and then we're good to go. So let's go. And he jumps through the port. He's like, come on.
Yeah, we'll jump through after him.
You all land on the side of a volcano. There is no sign of Conn.
But can we see where maybe someone else has landed or something like that?
Give me a survival check.
Tracking. Wow, great. That was 8.
8. Like, there's like ash and stuff falling on time. That any kind of footprints, you're even seeing like your footprints are like being heavily obscured. Give me a Constitution saving throw for everyone for Sit and Think. You see Melody kind of like instantly the heat hits them, and they like you see them kind of like feeling like faint and woozy. Melody has a point of exhaustion.
15 for Sid, 16 for Think.
15 is the DC, so you guys are okay, but like it's like taking its toll. To Melody, kind of like not like they're going to faint instantly, but like they just like look, they've got like sunstroke or heat stroke, just like that kind of like woozy, like I kind of need a minute. Wow. Okay, I mean there's no sign of Conn here. What's the?
So you need a thing. You need a thing for for fire, right?
Yeah, bro. Look, and like he's like, be there in a second, yeah. You see, he casts another spell and like just melds into the earth. He's like, there in a second, just like.
Does he keep a hold of his staff this time?
Yes. He like melds down. A couple of minutes later, he like comes back up and he's got like just like a flame in his hand. He's like, right, bro. No sign of your mate. Do you think he's?
Yeah, he probably went through. It's very hard to breathe here.
Yeah, bro, it's not great. Is your mate kind of like dim, is he? Or like it's just gonna constantly run through portals?
No, I mean, I would think we're probably just as smart as each other. So,
Melody puts their head in their hands. Right, bro. Okay, let's go through. Conn, you find yourself on a cloud.
I always knew it would end this way. Conn, accepting his fate, begins to first off, can I, like, is a big cloud?
It is quite a big cloud, yeah. It is probably, at a quick glance, 50 feet across. Like, it is like almost like a big floating platform. You gotta do a little bit of like a walk around. You fully see that it is just sky beneath you.
I can't see the
you
ground.
You cannot see the
below.
ground beneath you.
Right, well, I wasn't expecting this when I woke up this morning. There's nothing for me to do here. I can't see anything.
Give me a perception check.
18?
You see that there are, as you like lean over like the side of the cloud, and well, you know, we kind of like cautiously peek your head over and stuff like that. You see they're like huge birds, like rocks, like that. You know, you've heard like stories of. They are like, you know, the wingspan like 50 feet, like how big Thunder Slash was, but like twice, 3 times the size of this, walking around, and stuff like that. And
You've put Conn in the land of giant eagles.
I have gone a lot of giant eagles.
I'm home.
There's still probably a couple of minutes before the others come through the portal. Not that you know that they're coming. What does Conn do?
No, Conn's purpose is clear now. First thing he does is, knowing that he has lost Sid, Melody, and Fink forever, he makes a small monument to them. Like, he puffs up some clouds,
Sure.
and he puts a leather band around it, and then he puffs up some clouds, and he puts like grain at the bottom of it, and then he puffs up some clouds, and he puts he pulls out a script and he writes a musical note and like puts that on the top of the thing, and then he takes a minute, cries, and walks to the edge of the cloud.
Just as you're walking to the edge of the cloud, you see like basically like falling through this like pocket of air in the sky. You see Sid, Melody, Fink, and this large 10-foot tall Goliath kind of like pop down.
Conn looks at them, and then looks at the eagle he was about to jump at, and then looks at them, and then looks at the eagle he was about to jump at, and he goes, "Fine, another time." And he walks back over to the guys. On the way, he just kind of kicks over the memorial.
Sid is going to stand up and go, "Brother, I see you have finally joined us here in heaven. We have brought God himself with us to greet you."
Sup, bro? Conn, is it? Yeah. I know everything about you.
Alright, you must be Stormzy, so right?
I mean, yeah, I guess so. Yeah. I like.
I turned to Sid. "Listen here, you obnoxious little child. You have any fucking idea what I've been through? Oh, because you thought it'd be funny to have a little fucking laugh. I have a mind to throw you off this cloud, put some fucking manners on you."
Sid and Ryan are just falling over laughing.
You guys find yourselves on this platform of the clouds amidst rolling winds. Like, you know, all around you there are these like giant eagles flying through the sky. There is like, you know, torrents of air and like vaguely humanoid shapes kind of like whizzing about you. And we will discover what our heroes do in the elemental plane of air on the next episode.
Woo! Oh, damn.
Nice.
Ah,
Thank you.
that was gas.
Yeah, gas. Thank you all so much for listening. As always, if you're enjoying the show, please leave us reviews, ratings, tell a friend, let us know. That would be great. There have been a fair few of you kind of like sending us messages on Instagram, Twitter, shouting us out. We really, really appreciate everything. It's super cool. Gives us hearts are nice little warm fuzzy feelings.
Yeah, you fill our hearts with fire.
You fill our hearts with fire. And yeah, I think that's it.
Yeehaw.
Yeehaw. Okay.
Peak on the
Yep.
levels.
I'm
All right.
gonna have to edit that one out.
Okay.
Until next time. See ya.